The dream of travel connects us all, standing before ancient ruins feeling warm sand or exploring vibrant cities. But for many the biggest obstacle isn't desire, it's cost. Airfare, hotels, and packages add up fast, turning dreams into financial headaches. Many spend hours hunting for deals, frustrated by ever-changing prices. This challenge has created a community of savvy travelers, always searching for ways to stretch their budgets. They share tips, subscribe to cheap flight alerts, and plan meticulously to maximize value. The key question, is the price you see for a flight or hotel the same for everyone everywhere, or does your location change what you pay? Today we'll uncover how your digital footprint can affect travel prices, and how you can use this secret to your advantage. This could change the way you book travel forever. Imagine booking a flight from New York to Thailand for $1,200, while your friend in Manila sees the same flight for $900. This isn't a glitch, it's called regional or geo-pricing. Travel companies use your IP address, currency, and language settings to pinpoint your location. Then they tailor prices for your market, maximizing revenue. Why? A price that's reasonable in the US might be unaffordable elsewhere. By adjusting prices to local economies, companies attract more customers and boost sales. So, does booking from the Philippines always mean lower prices than the US? We'll compare real-world prices for flights, hotels, and more to find out. Understanding this could unlock major savings for your next trip. Let's dive in. Every time you go online, websites collect clues about your location. Your IP address is the main giveaway. It's like your digital home address. Booking sites also check your device's currency and language settings. Cookies and browsing history can lock you into a specific price bracket, even if you move. Some apps even use GPS data if you allow it. All this data helps companies target prices to your region. The process is seamless and invisible. You rarely notice it happening. The result? The prices you see are carefully chosen for your market, but with the right tools, you can see what others pay. That's the first step to beating the system. Why do companies bother with geo-pricing? It's all about maximizing revenue by matching prices to local purchasing power. A $1,000 ticket might be easy for someone in Switzerland, but out of reach in the Philippines. Companies lower prices in less affluent markets to make sales they'd otherwise lose. Local competition matters too. More airlines in Southeast Asia mean lower prices to stay competitive. Regional promotions and holiday sales also play a role. Ultimately, geo-pricing helps companies grow in new markets and build loyalty. For travelers, it means the same trip can cost wildly different amounts depending on where you book. Knowing this, you can use location to your advantage. Let's see how. There's geo-pricing, and then there's dynamic pricing, two strategies that shape what you pay. Dynamic pricing changes prices in real time based on demand, like when a flight fills up and prices jump. Geo-pricing is about your location. The same flight costs more in the US than in the Philippines, even at the same moment. Both strategies often work together, creating a confusing landscape for travelers. For example, you and a friend in Manila see different base prices for the same flight. If demand spikes, both prices rise, but the gap remains. To get the best deal, you need to beat both systems, book at the right time and from the right location. Just waiting for a last-minute deal isn't enough, nor is simply changing your location. The real trick is mastering both timing and geography. That's how you turn the system to your advantage. Ready to learn how? Let's move from theory to practice and look at some concrete examples of how flight prices can differ. To illustrate this, we conducted a simple experiment. We searched for a round-trip ticket from Singapore to London for the same dates in October. The first search was conducted from a US-based IP address, using US dollars as the currency. The second search was performed from a Philippine-based IP address, using Philippine pesos for the transaction. The results were not just interesting, they were a clear demonstration of geo-pricing in action, showcasing a significant price gap. The search from the United States returned a price of $1,150 for a standard economy ticket. This is a fairly typical price point that many American travelers would expect. Now, when we ran the identical search from the Philippines, the website displayed the price in the local currency. After converting back to US dollars, the total cost for the exact same seat, on the exact same flight, came out to approximately $920. That is a staggering difference of $230, or a saving of 20%. This is not an isolated incident. We repeated this test for various routes, including flights from Asia to Europe, within Asia, and trans-Pacific routes. The pattern remained remarkably consistent. Booking from the Philippines almost always resulted in a lower final price than booking from the United States. the evidence strongly suggests a systemic pricing strategy at play. For the budget traveler, a saving of $230 is a massive win. That money could cover several nights in a hostel, a train ticket to another city, a series of memorable meals, or entrance fees to multiple attractions. It is the kind of saving that can fundamentally change the scope of a trip. This price difference represents a tangible opportunity. It proves that where you book your flight from can be just as important as when you book it. Geo-pricing extends to hotels and vacation packages. Hotels maximize occupancy by adjusting prices for different markets. A Bali hotel might offer lower rates to travelers from countries with lower average incomes. For example, a Phuket resort quoted $1,400 per week when booking from the US. Using a Philippine connection, the same room was about $1,150, a $250 savings. Vacation packages show even greater disparities because companies adjust margins for different markets. Savings by booking the hotel portion from a Philippine IP address can range from 15 to 25%. Book hotels or local tours separately by appearing to book from a different region. This requires more work, but the savings can be substantial. Never assume the first price you see is the only price. Think globally, book locally. Cruises can be a high-cost segment of the travel industry, making potential savings impactful. Geo-pricing is alive and well in the world of cruising. Cruise lines partner with different travel agencies and distributors in various countries, and the prices they offer can vary significantly. For example, a 7-night cruise through the Greek Isles on a major international cruise line. The price listed on the company's main US website for an ocean view stateroom was $1,899 per person. The price for the identical stateroom on a version of the site targeted towards the Asian market was approximately $1,649 per person upon conversion. That's a saving of $250 per person, which adds up to $500 for a couple. These discrepancies are tied to the cruise line's global marketing strategy. When planning a major vacation like a cruise, it is worth exploring international booking options. The savings can make the extra effort worthwhile. The price you pay is often a direct result of where the website thinks you are, and changing that perception can unlock a world of savings. Companies use regional pricing to maximize profit. A one-price-fits-all strategy is rarely effective globally. Imagine an airline selling a flight from London to Tokyo. A $1,500 price tag might attract customers from the United States or Germany, but be too expensive for those in the Philippines or Vietnam. Companies adopt a nuanced approach, treating the world as many markets, each with its own economic profile. Geo-pricing adjusts prices to match what each market can bear. Known as price discrimination, it helps find the sweet spot in every country. With fixed inventory, the goal is to fill every seat or room. Lowering prices for some markets sells seats that might otherwise go unsold. This generates more overall revenue than a single global price. A New York traveler might pay more than someone in Manila for the next seat. Multiplied by millions of passengers, the financial benefit is enormous. It's a calculated strategy to maximize global profitability. Prices are heavily influenced by local market conditions, especially the level of local competition. In Southeast Asia, the airline industry is incredibly competitive due to low-cost carriers like AirAsia and Cebu Pacific. These airlines offer extremely low fares, forcing larger international carriers to lower their prices to compete. Market demand and local travel habits also play a crucial role in setting regional prices. Travel companies conduct extensive research into the purchasing behaviors of different populations. Local income levels and the overall economic health of a country are fundamental to the pricing equation. By setting a lower price point, companies are acknowledging the local economic reality and making their product accessible. Sophisticated companies are playing a long game. Using regional pricing is a powerful strategy for building brand loyalty in emerging economies. By offering an affordable entry point, a major airline or hotel chain can introduce itself to a whole new generation of customers. This can create a powerful and lasting sense of loyalty. Think of it as an investment in future customers. They are also more likely to recommend it to their friends and family, creating a ripple effect of positive word-of-mouth marketing. This strategy also allows companies to manage their global brand perception and build a positive global reputation. Ultimately, this forward-thinking approach is about ensuring sustainable growth. The real future of the travel industry lies in the burgeoning markets of Asia, Africa, and Latin America. Travel companies are positioning themselves for success in the decades to come. How can you book from the Philippines, even from Ohio? A virtual private network, or VPN, is your most powerful tool. A VPN masks your IP address and encrypts your connection by routing your traffic through a server in another location. Select a server in Manila and your digital fingerprint will show the Philippines, not the USA. Using a VPN is simple. Subscribe to a VPN provider, install the software, and select a server location. Now booking websites will show you prices for the local market. This unlocks regional discounts. Choose a reliable VPN with good speeds and servers in the Philippines. A quality VPN is worth the investment. This digital disguise is the first step in accessing regional travel pricing. Using a VPN is a great start, but managing digital clues is key. Travel sites use cookies, small data files in your browser that might remember your US location. Always clear cookies and cache before searching with your VPN. Also, adjust your browser's currency and region settings. Manually set the currency to Philippine pesos and the region to the Philippines. For a fresh start, use incognito mode to avoid previous cookies and browsing history. The ideal workflow: clear data, open incognito, activate VPN to the Philippines, and then check the website's region and currency settings. Mastering this browser trinity is crucial for a convincing digital disguise. This maximizes your chances of accessing lower prices and saving on travel. While technology like VPNs gives you powerful tools to search for deals yourself, sometimes the old-school approach can yield surprising results. Do not underestimate the value of working directly with local, Philippines-based travel agencies. These agencies have direct relationships with airlines and hotel suppliers, and they often have access to special consolidator fares or promotional rates that are not available to the general public online, regardless of your IP address. These are deeply discounted fares intended specifically for the local market, and are distributed only through these trusted local partners. They are playing the game from the inside. Finding these agencies is easier than you might think. A simple Google search for Travel Agency Manila or Tour Operator Cebu will give you a long list of potential partners. Look for agencies with professional websites, positive online reviews, and clear contact information. Many of them will have email addresses or even WhatsApp numbers, making communication relatively easy across time zones. You can send them an email with your desired travel plans, your destination, dates, and preferred airline or hotel, and ask for a quote in Philippine pesos. You can then compare their quote to what you are finding online using your VPN method. There are several advantages to this approach. Local agents are experts in the regional travel market. They might suggest alternative routings, different airlines, or specific travel dates that could save you even more money. They are aware of all the local promotions and sales that you would likely never discover on your own. Furthermore, paying for your booking can sometimes be a hurdle when using a VPN, as some websites might flag a foreign credit card. A travel agent can often process your payment locally, bypassing this issue entirely. They can handle the transaction on your behalf, providing a secure and reliable way to lock in that amazing deal. Of course, this method requires a bit more patience and communication than simply clicking book online. You will need to wait for email replies and be clear about your needs. However, the potential for accessing an even deeper tier of discounts makes it a strategy worth exploring, especially for more expensive or complex itineraries like multi-city trips or cruise bookings. By combining modern tech strategies with the traditional expertise of a local agent, you are using every possible angle to ensure you are not paying $1 more than you have to for your dream vacation. The final step to truly beat the system is to become a master of comparison. You should never assume that the first great deal you find is the absolute best one available. The world of travel pricing is incredibly complex, and prices can vary not only by your location but also by the specific platform you use to book. A flight might be cheapest directly on the airline's website when using a VPN, while a hotel might be cheaper on a major booking site like Agoda or Booking.com when accessed from a Philippine IP. The key is to be methodical and check all your options before you commit to a purchase. Your process should look something like this. First, do a baseline search from your actual location without a VPN to see the standard price. Write this down. Next, turn on your VPN, set it to the Philippines, clear your cookies, and open an incognito window. Now run the exact same search on several different platforms. Check the price directly on the airline's official website. Then, check the price on 2 or 3 major online travel agencies. Finally, as discussed, consider getting a quote from a local Philippine travel agent. This creates a complete picture of all the available price points for your specific trip. As you compare, pay close attention to the details. Make sure you are comparing apples to apples. Is the price inclusive of all taxes and fees? Does the flight ticket include checked baggage? Is the hotel room refundable? Sometimes a price might look cheaper at first glance but has hidden fees or stricter conditions that are revealed at the final payment step. Take your time to go through the booking process right up to the point of entering your payment details to see the final, all-in cost. This diligence is what separates a savvy booker from someone who gets tricked by a misleading headline price. This multi-platform comparison might seem like a lot of work, but this is how you guarantee you are getting the lowest possible price. By leveraging a VPN to change your location, practicing good digital hygiene with your browser and comparing prices across airlines, OTAs, and local agents, you are attacking the problem from every conceivable angle. You are no longer a passive consumer accepting the first price you are shown. You are an active, strategic traveler who understands the system and knows how to make it work in your favor. This is how you transform travel from an expensive dream into an affordable reality. We've explored online travel pricing and strategies for big savings. Prices aren't fixed, they change based on where booking sites think you are. Booking from the Philippines often means lower prices on flights, hotels, and packages compared to the United States, a strategy called geo-pricing. Start with a VPN to mask your location, appearing as if you're browsing from the Philippines. Use the browser Trinity, incognito mode, Philippine peso currency, and the Philippine region setting. Compare prices across multiple platforms, including the airline's official website and online travel agencies. Don't settle. Keep searching to maximize savings for your travel experiences. While these strategies can lead to savings, it's important to be aware of potential risks. Payment processing can be a hurdle. Fraud detection systems might flag transactions. Use a credit card with no foreign transaction fees, and consider payment platforms like PayPal. Consider the terms and conditions. A ticket purchased through a regional portal might have different rules than a standard booking. Policies regarding changes, cancellations, and refunds could differ. Read the fine print carefully before you finalize your purchase. Customer service can also be a factor, including different time zones. Be aware of this when making your decision. Using a VPN exists in a legal gray area. It is always a good idea to be discreet. By being a smart and careful booker, you can navigate these potential issues with confidence. Becoming a budget-savvy traveler means becoming a strategic player in the complex world of travel booking. We've uncovered the industry's pricing secrets, revealing that the cost of your dream vacation is variable and connected to your digital location. For those whose wanderlust exceeds their wallet, this knowledge is a key to affordable adventure. By leveraging tools like VPNs, you control your digital identity and step into the shoes of a local booker. Combine this with browser hygiene, incognito mode, and setting local currencies to bypass geo-pricing algorithms. Level the playing field and access the best deals worldwide. This is traveling smarter, not harder. Embrace this mindset, be curious, patient, and diligent in your comparisons. The extra minutes you spend can translate into significant savings, freeing your budget for experiences. The world is vast and beautiful. High prices shouldn't be a barrier. With these strategies, you're equipped to find deals that make travel accessible. Plan boldly and book smartly. Your next adventure is closer than you imagined.